You've finally done it. You've tweaked every last EQ and dialed in the compressor to perfection. You've added 1,000 SSL emulations to get it sounding like it was mixed by Chris Lord-Alge himself. Your masterpiece is finally finished, and now some lucky son of a bitch is going to get the honour of releasing it on their label. All you need to do now is... Shit. What do I do now? What's up guys, Dilby here, welcome back to the channel. So I'm pretty sure you've all faced this dilemma at some point. You have a track you're finally happy with and you're ready to unleash it on the world. But how do you go about getting it into people's ears? Well, you need to get that bad boy released, and in order to do that, you're going to need to get it signed to a label. It's demo time, baby. Whoa. Hold up. Before you stop watching and start hurling links at Solomon and Sonny Federa on Twitter, I've got a few things that you should probably keep in mind. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find some labels that are a good fit for your music. It's important to try and be honest with yourself about this. You may be a huge fan of Macioplex, but that doesn't mean that he's going to want to sign your new vocal tech house track to Elam. You'd be much better trying Repopulate Mars or Toolroom. I suggest you set some goals of labels you'd like to work with, then do a bit of research, find all of their contact details and record it in a spreadsheet. I'd say get about 20 or 30 labels of different sizes and profiles, then kind of rank them in order from biggest to smallest. Be ambitious here, but you definitely want to have a range of labels from big to small. Now you have a list to work through. If someone says no, doesn't respond or doesn't listen, just keep it moving, work your way through the list. Someone's eventually going to say yes. You want to make this personal and customized for each label. Do not send one email with a bunch of labels in the CC. Don't kid yourself. This is being lazy, not efficient. I've actually heard A&Rs and label heads say that they'll immediately mark these emails as spam. That means they're never even going to see future emails that you send them. You blew it. You should be thinking about this more like applying for a job or something. After all, you're trying to convince them to invest in you and your music. Make an effort to make a good first impression. Try to make them feel special. But it's not a corporate setting either. Keep it casual, but stay respectful and humble. Try to address your email to a person by name. If you can find out the name of the A&R, then that would be perfect. If not, then just use the first name of the label owner. Do not DM your tracks to label owners on Instagram and Twitter. Send them an email. It's also important to convey that you actually know something about the label. This shows that you've done your research and that you've targeted them specifically. Oh, just quickly guys, if you enjoy the content and you want to help support the channel, there's a link in the top of the description to my track No More Love. It's currently at number 7 in the Deep House charts on Beatport. If you want to buy a copy and help support, it would be amazing. Every sale counts. Let's go. Keep it short and punchy. Remember, these people receive so many demo emails. No one's got time to read about how you started playing fiddle at 3 years old. A quick greeting. Hi John, hope you're good mate. Demonstrate you're actually familiar with the label. I'm a huge fan of Bedrock and I've had the latest EP from Quiver on repeat. Present your music. I have a couple of tracks that I think could be perfect for the label. It would be great if you could take a quick listen. Then add a private link where they can stream the tracks. Then a short thanks and goodbye. Thanks for taking the time to check my tracks. I hope to hear from you soon. Best, Dilby. Don't attach anything to the email. No MP3s, no PDFs of your bio. I'm still not interested in your fiddle playing, bro. But it is a good idea to have an email footer with links to your relevant social media and whatnot. And your website if you have one. And while I'm on the subject, make sure you set up a specific email address for your music. Remember, you're trying to appear professional. Partyboy69@Yahoo ain't getting signed to Spinnin. Well, maybe Spinnin, but you get the point. I'll be the first to admit it, SoundCloud is a bit shit. The pro accounts are well overpriced and the functionality and usability seems to regress year on year. But it's still the industry standard, it's what people know and trust. Your cousin's new startup may be so much better at hosting music, but trust me, just use SoundCloud, for now at least. Make a private link with no previous plays and upload it fresh every time you send it to a different label. And make sure download is enabled. Remember, we're trying to make them feel special and we want to make it as easy as possible for them. If they prefer to download it and listen later, they can. Keep it to just 2 or 3 tracks. Remember, these people are busy and you're trying to tailor this to meet their needs. Yeah, maybe you wrote 3 albums during lockdown, but Defected still only want to hear your best 2 or 3 tracks. Don't just send 1 track though, send 2 or 3. It gives them options, but it's still manageable, and most labels like to release EPs. I suggest uploading the tracks and putting them into a SoundCloud playlist. It's much easier to manage, and it means you're only sending one link in your email. So what's next? You may be thinking, Dilby, but that's all well and good, but what if the label wants to hear more music? Well, here's a video about how to finish more tracks. Watch that now. Peace!